So, I'm here, but I'm not because I'm making food.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna leave the video off, mute myself until like 10 more minutes or so.
Okay. No worries.
Cool.
I'm gonna turn off the fans. Sure those are pretty loud.
No one else is here?
Not yet. No. Either it's just gonna be me and you because of the holiday weekend, or people are running late.
Okay. I am currently making banana bread. I like made like a salmon thing and roasted some cauliflower, and then I'm like I have hella bananas that are dying, so I made banana bread, and that's still baking.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, it still has like maybe 10 minutes. I keep checking on it, and I'm like, I should stop opening the oven. So.
Tirza has joined us. I want to know how to make banana bread so bad. She's pretty good. Tirza's a pretty good cook, actually. So, Tirza, oh, can she hear me? Whenever she comes back, I'll ask her if she knows how to make banana bread. Can you hear me? Oh, you're on mute? Oh, well. It's really hot, that's for sure. And it's 6 p.m. So I imagine some people are like, nah, not today. Not today. I actually went on a run with one of my friends. They're uh, they're like a group of guys and they're pretty fit, and we went and we ran up the hill. Sarah, it's a 4-mile run uphill. So I'm like, oh, do I go to my fight training today? I don't know. My calves and my feet hurt. Tirsa, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear now. I had it I was trying to turn on the other monitor and it was like trying to send audio through a monitor that's not even on. So I couldn't hear anything you said until you talked about going up a hill for 4 miles.
We were asking because Cha's cooking banana bread right now. And I was like, yours is a pretty good cook. I wanted to ask you if you know how to make banana bread.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. Probably not as good as hers. I just make basic banana bread, Nothing special.
I mean, I have Sarah's recipe, and I don't know. So Sarah's recipe.
Oh, Sarah, you know how to make banana bread. I didn't know you know how to cook, girl.
Be surprised.
Surprise.
Multi-talented women, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Okay, I can hear now, so that's good.
Good. Let me set up my notepad for our workout. All right, so we're gonna I think I'm gonna start off with our stretch where we're sitting on our butt first. So we're gonna start with a straddle stretch. I think this can actually help us get into it. And this one's pretty easy. So we'll just start in the straddle. I'm starting with our hip mobility. We're going to be moving our body the entire time. And then you can just kind of move your body in a circle as we either allow people to trickle in and kind of settle into today's workout. It's pretty hot. Make those circles as big or as tight as you need to as you're allowing your body to kind of fall in and getting your hips to move. I kind of even bend my knee and pull myself one direction in the other too, to kind of get this wave pattern in my hips and trying to create space in all the deep socket joints of my hip bone where my femur connects to my pelvis. And as we move into that, then just start to pick a side. I'm going to pick my right side and deepen the stretch on the right side and just kind of hang out here for a bit. Breathe in and falling into your breath. And then walk your hands over to the left. And deepen the stretch on your left side. Good. And walk your hands in the center. And deepen the stretch forward. Nice. From here, we're going to get into some movement. So we'll come to the upright position, and you can make a fist or have spirit fingers. And we're going to turn. We're going to do a seated turn, keeping our elbows tight to our body. Turn towards your right foot and keep your heels dragged to the ground as we turn into an S. And then we're going to lean forward into a deep stretch and then come out. And we're going to push our feet forward, keeping our heels dragged to the ground. And then turn and face our left foot, turning our body into an S. Bending over. And coming center. We repeat this 10 times. Right, so this will be 3. Bending over. Back up. Center. Push your feet out. Back to the left side. 4. Out. Pushing forward. 5. Out. Amy's joined us. Keep going, keep moving. Center. And if you've done 10, just hang out in the center, or you can continue to move until Amy's all caught up with us. We're just staying in the straddle, and then we're pulling our heels to our butt into an S position, Amy, and then bending over. Good. Do a few more. Here, you're going to drag your heels to the ground, curl your body to an S, and then bend over. Yeah. And if you're super limber here, boom, bend over. Good. We'll do 2 more each side for you. Good. One more. And on the last one, we're going to pull our back leg straight with our toe down. And if you need to be up high, stay up high. That's okay. Put the camera over here. If you need to be up high, stay up high because your hips are tight. That's okay. Don't force yourself to the ground. Allow body and your body to just naturally fall to the ground as it begins to open up. We're going to push ourselves back into down dog from here. And then pull your opposite leg to the sky. And then between your arms, sit through. Hip and stretch on the opposite side. You might find one leg is a lot tighter than the other. That's normal. Push yourself back up. Switch back front leg and then through. If you're feeling loose, go ahead and bend. And take over. Push yourself through. I'm going to switch positions. You guys can stay where you are. I just want to face this camera. So we're here, this position. Good. Now from here, we're just going to push ourselves back into child's pose. Stretch your back. Rock left and right, opening space between your shoulder blades. Cross your hands as needed to get an even deeper stretch into your back. Left and right. Now from here, we're going to push ourselves into downward dog with our knees tucked underneath our leg, with our knees tight to our chest. And then push your heels down to get a nice Achilles stretch. If your legs are super tight, you can bend one leg and focus on one Achilles and back of the leg stretch at a time. Walking side to side. And then bringing both feet down as they begin to open up. push to your toes, and then let your heels fall. Trying to get them closer and closer to the ground. Push to your toes, and then allow your heels to fall. Good. Now bend back into child's pose. We're going to do that again. This time we're going to press up, keeping our elbows glued to the mat. We're going to press our knees away from the floor, keeping our knees tucked to our chest. Then push your elbows away from the ground. And then push your knees away from your body, allowing your heels to fall to the floor. Rock side to side. And your feet, soften one knee and allow the opposite heel to bend towards the floor. And as your legs begin to open up, do both heels at the same time. Lift to your toes and allow them to fall. Lift your toes and allow them to fall. And we're going to melt back down into child's pose and repeat this one last time. So again, keeping your elbows glued to the mat. Lift your knees away from the floor, keeping them tightly tucked to your chest. Then push your knees, elbows away, keeping your knees tight to your chest. And then push your knees away from your body, allowing your heels to fall. Rocking side to side, alternating feet. Getting a deep stretch into your Achilles, to your ankles, into the bottom of your feet and the back of your knees. Noticing how more open the back of your legs and your ankles are now. This time, we're going to step our right foot through our hands into this deep lunge. Yes. Good. Now allow your hips to fall down to the ground and get a nice groin stretch from here. Then bring your knee to the ground and push yourself forward and get a nice Achilles stretch. Move this camera so you can see from the side. That's a better angle. So we're going to push ourselves forward. Get a nice Achilles stretch. All right. Now push yourself hips back, feeling your foot, toes away from the mat, getting a nice hamstring stretch. Good. Allow your toes to melt to the ground. Again, push your back leg up and bend over into a triangle stretch, stretching your Achilles. If you can, lift your toes off the ground for a deeper stretch. And allow your toes to fall back down. And we're going to lean to our back leg this time for a side stretch, a side lunge. Good. And if you pull yourself away from this leg, so if I'm close, my torso is close to this leg, now I'm going to pull myself away and lengthen in the front of my hip. I can get an even deeper stretch into my hip. I'm going to lean forward. Good. Come up. And then we're going to press forward again into that groin stretch. Knee off the ground this time. Now, knee on the ground. Push yourself forward into a more deep Achilles stretch. Push yourself back into a hamstring stretch. Press up. Both feet standing. And then lean towards your back foot to a side lunge. Press up to standing. Lean towards your front leg again and press yourself forward. Good. Hold here. Knee to the ground. Press yourself deeper again for a Achilles stretch. Nice. Push yourself back into a hamstring stretch. Push yourself up, staying in that hamstring stretch. Push yourself back into the side lunge. Now push yourself forward. Push yourself up and then to the forward foot. This time as we're going down to the lunge, try not to use your hands. Knee to the ground, push yourself forward again, keeping your heel firmly pressed to the ground. Push yourself back into this hamstring stretch. Knee on the ground. Push yourself up to hamstring stretch, standing this time. Back into the side lunge. Good. Now press up, all the way standing. We're gonna switch feet this time. So switching our legs. We're gonna go down into that forward lunge. On these first three, you can use your hands, but on the last two, try not to use your hands. So as we're going down into the forward lunge, you can put your hands to the ground and balance yourself here. Knee to the ground, push yourself forward. Back into the hamstring stretch. Up into the hamstring stretch. Lean back into your side lunge. Press yourself up and forward. Knee on the ground, push yourself forward more. Back into the hamstring stretch. Up into the hamstring stretch. Back into side lunge. Up and forward. Knee to the ground, press yourself forward more. Back into the hamstring stretch. Up. Stay in that hamstring stretch. Back to side lunge. Up and forward. Last one. Knee to the ground, press yourself forward more. Back. Up. side lunge. Now this time we're going to push our, bring our toe up. So the toe that's on the floor, the leg that's lengthened, we're gonna bring our toe up and push ourselves forward into a hurdler stretch if you can. There you go. Push yourself back. Then we're gonna side lunge to the other side. Bring that toe up. Push yourself forward. Hurdler stretch, bend over if you can. You don't have to get a deeper stretch. Then bring both legs forward. I'm gonna switch myself around. Stand forward here. Stretch. So reach for your toes. If you're like me and you can't reach for your toes, bend your knees. Grab the back of your feet and just allow your knees to fall to the ground. Then we'll start with crossing our right leg over our left foot and hug your knee to your body. This is not for your low back. You're trying to stretch that bottom butt cheek. So hug that knee to your body as much as you can. There you go. And then switch. Cross your other leg over. Hug. Now, if you're super bendy, you can bend this knee and your legs fall. That if you want to. Get a deep stretch. And then from here, we're just going to follow this top knee to the ground. So whether your leg is straight or bent, doesn't matter. You're just going to keep turning until your knees are on the ground. This camera now. And open up your knees. Allow your chest to fall to the ground to a frog stretch. So your toes are going to point out. And we're going to stay with our hips and our legs in the straight line first. And once you feel you've had enough here, push your hips in front of your knees and allow your knees to fall, your hips to fall to the ground, and rock your knees side to side. Yep. I definitely have one hip tighter than the other. We'll push ourselves back to our knees. So we're sitting on our feet now with our knees underneath us. And shake. Here. Good. Now, push yourself to your toes. So we're sitting on our toes. Sitting up. Toes, just like as if you're trying to relax your body if you're in someone's close guard here. Try to get your toes and your feet to open up. Now from here, we're gonna open up our knees wider. Open up your feet behind you wider too, so your heels are no longer touching. You're opening your feet. And you're gonna push yourself into a low squat until your heels can touch the ground. And if you have an upright posture here, you're gonna bring your knee down and up. So try to do 10 of those. That's 2, and then that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then squat up. Yeah. Hopefully your hips feel nice and loose. You can give it a circle. Circle one way if you need to. Circle the other way. Nice and loose, nice and loose. All right. So time for our shrimping circuit. So since we have somebody who's new to shrimping, I'm going to show you how we do this. So I actually have 4 shrimps in the workout. Let me pull up the workout real quick. I'm gonna share my screen so that you guys can see the workout. Sweaty, sweaty, sweaty. Start now. It gave me a warning about sharing sensitive information. Okay. Okay, tears off. So let me break down these different types of movements for you. So the first one is trying to change my, oh, is that all this? I just don't see Amy. It won't, come on. There we go. It won't do a larger one for me for some reason. That's okay, I don't need to see me. All right, so the first one is the rocking technical stand-up. So that's gonna look like this. We're gonna be in this rocking chair position, right? And you're going to kind of bring one foot tucked, other foot will be straight. So as you rock up, you're gonna push yourself forward. So let me just make sure my camera is angled properly so you can see me. So we're here. So the one is we're only coming up halfway, right? So that's how we do that. So let me see you do it again, Teresa. Yes, that's it. Now I want you to make sure that your knee is, the forward knee is straight up and down. So if I'm here, this leg is straight up and down. Initially, this back leg is going to be tucked in. So when you come standing up, you're just going to swivel that foot behind you and push your hips forward. So you're like this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you're here. Good. So that's the rocking technical stand up. Let me see you do it one more time so I know that you feel comfortable, and you'll alternate sides. Yes. Alternate sides. Yeah. And then be on your toes on your back foot. Yes. Right? Exactly, because you want to stand up just like that. Perfect. All right. So the second one is just a rocking bridge. So you're doing the same motion, except for you're going to slam your feet to the ground. So you want to rock your hips up, and you're going to slam your feet down and explode into an explosive bridge. I'm pretty sure you got that. I can watch you do it if you need me to, but I think that's pretty easy. Oh no, not a sit up. You're going to bridge, do a glute bridge, a booty bridge. Yep. So you don't need your arms. Yep. You actually want to keep your hands here, like close to your, yes. So you're just here, pop. Yeah, perfect. Now, here's for the tricky part. For any of the shrimps that I'm calling out, I want you to just do the first shrimp, which is shrimping with both feet. And then the more we do this class, I'll add in a new shrimping exercise for you. But I have the different shrimps for these ladies here. We can go through them, but I want you to just do just the one shrimp. Okay, so the shrimp with both feet looks like this. I'm gonna angle myself this way so you can see me better. I'm gonna bring both my feet to the side of my butt, and then I'm gonna turn the direction my knees are pointing, right? So I'm gonna turn my head this way, and I'm gonna push my butt out. And then I'm gonna pull my butt in. And then I bring my feet to the other side and do that. Same thing, just like that. So feet on the ground, Now point your shoulder, look towards the camera. Now push your butt out. Yep. Yeah. 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 And then push your butt out. So you're pushing your leg straight, but you did it. You got one side down for sure. Yeah. So that's what we're going to be practicing. Mm-hmm. Yep. And you're pushing your legs straight. Yeah. So I think the difficulty is going to be trying to keep your body one unit. So a lot of people in the beginning, they kind of like, they shrimp, and then their upper body and their lower body become disconnected. So when you shrimp, you kind of like do like something, you're shrimping and then you kind of do this. Your upper body and your lower body become disconnected. So you want to think like, if my knees are pointing this way, my head is pointing this way, and my shoulder is pointing the same way my knees are. So even though my knees go like this, my shoulders also go like this. And then I push my butt out, right? So that will be your challenge. So just stick with that. Then after our, this is the one. So after we're gonna do the rocking technical stand up and the explosive bridge twice. The second one, we're gonna do a single leg shrimp. So we're just shrimping with one foot, boom, boom, right? Then we have single leg bridges. So we can bring our hips up and down. I'm pretty sure we've all done this workout together. So you guys know this one. So we can bring our hips up and down, or you can just hold it, right? And then we're going to do our bridge shrimp, where again, cheers and stick with just the first shrimp I showed you. Our bridge shrimp is going to be from the bridge position. We're going to keep our butt out. Our butt never touches the ground. Footsteps outside. We're shrimping. Boom, boom, right? After that, we're going to repeat the single leg bridge again. And then we're doing side control shrimps. Very similar, except for we're moving sideways this time. Right? Then after that, we're finishing with our core circuit, which is going to be bicycle crunches. We've been doing those. So bicycle V-up crunches. Boom, boom. We're going to, so actually I want us to switch this around. I want to start with our planks on our elbows first. Just go, messed up. So we're just going to finish with forward shrimping. So we are starting with our elbow planks, right? Butt down, and try and push your upper body into like a rainbow. So we don't want to have saggy upper back. We want to push ourselves away. Then we're going into our V-up bicycle crunches, which I just demonstrated. And then we're going to do, after elbow planks, we're doing our butt scoots, ab butt scoots. So toes off the ground, boom. It's not for very long. We're only gonna do that for 30 seconds. Then our V-up bicycle crunches, and then shrimp to turtle. So again, Tirza, you're still just doing the same shrimp, just shrimp to 2 feet, but we're all gonna shrimp. Then you're gonna thread your foot through, and then come to turtle. After we finish that circuit, we're going to finish with forward shrimps. All right, everybody ready? Get your music, your water. There's really no breaks, but we're working out for 16 minutes and 30 seconds. It's going to go by fast. All righty. Let me bring this down so I can see Amy. Awesome. Everybody ready? Thumbs up. Awesome. And starting in 14 seconds. There we go. Rocking. So explosive bridge. I want you to think you're rocking that person's hips forward and then you're explosive bridge. Snap. Both feet. Shrimp. Or you can do the dead leg one and imagine you're escaping mount. Where you're just doing little shrimps with one leg. Single leg bridge. You can hold it, or if your hips are strong enough, you can drive your hips up and down. Switch feet. So you're bridging, you're shrimping now, keeping your hips off the ground. Single leg bridge. Wait. Side control shrimp. Planks, elbow. Push your chest away from the ground. Butt low. Yep. Walk your hip bones forward, Tirza. So you're scooting your hips forward. Bicycle crunch. Shrimp. So you're trying to get each butt cheek to get in front of the other butt cheek as you're moving. So you're picking one butt cheek off the ground and bringing it in front, bringing it forward. There you go. Snap to turtle. Bye. Our last round. And then we're gonna finish with forward shrimps after this, and we're done. Here's so you're snaking with the same trim you've been doing, so don't switch. Done. Good job, you guys. Whew. How's everybody feeling? My throat is dry. Thank you for showing up to class today. I know it's hot and it's a holiday weekend, so I appreciate all of you guys who came to join. We're going to do hallway jiu-jitsu tomorrow, and tomorrow is going to be a beginner's class, beginning a lot more beginners and people interested in trying jiu-jitsu who are really new to jiu-jitsu. So trying to open up another hallway jiu-jitsu class during the week. So there will be hopefully two hallway jiu-jitsu classes every other week, one dedicated to beginners, others dedicated to people who are looking for more advanced techniques or to help them prepare for a more competitive situation. So I hope to see you all there if you want to join. Tirza, it'll be a great class for you to join if you have the time, because it's really geared towards like people who are just brand spanking new to jiu-jitsu and don't know anything at all. So the class is designed for you. And then also I wanted to talk to Cha. I'm not sure if you got my message, but since we wanted to do Tuesday, we can alternate between Tuesdays for advanced and beginners. But since we wanted to try and do Tuesday for your ankle lock class, I wanted to see if there's another day of the week that we can do the class, or if you want to just table it to next Tuesday.
I mean, Thursday would also be fine if you wanted to do it this week.
Thursday?
Yeah, after the other class.
So we can do it. What was that? We would have been 6:45 or
Yeah.
that 6:45. You want to do like earlier, like 6:45 versus 7 o'clock, or
Yeah,
we can do it
sure.
right at 6:35 or something.
Okay. That should be fine.
You want to do 6:35 or 6:45?
6:40. Let's split the difference.
Okay, 6:40. 6:40 on Thursday for ankle lock retention. So bring your favorite training dummy or partner, and I'll see you guys there.
Cool.
Awesome. I'm excited. 2 classes this week for jiu-jitsu. Yay! I'll see you guys later. Have a good rest of your day. Stay cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Fine.
Thank you.
Thank
Welcome.
you.